we need to talk about as well when you're leaving the interview or after the interview is what are some of the key questions I need to find out either about the role or about the organization, and this follows up from our red flag discussion.
Yes.
If there are any red flags you want to go and find out more about it, why does this company at the interview keep asking me, how do you handle a difficult boss? How do you handle a product that keeps failing?
Or how do you handle difficult customers?
Yeah. Okay, and if the whole conversation circles around how do you handle problematic boss or whatever it is, okay, then you're just, oh shucks, that's a red flag.
It's a red
So you need to go and find out why, what. Okay,
a long time ago, I attended an interview where everyone from hiring manager, team leader, general manager, they all kept saying, we don't believe in politics, over and over and over again. It was almost like a chant. And I heard it like 3 times from the same person, and I heard it another 2 times from another person. And I joined the company, very silly. And it turned out to be quite toxic. So It's interesting. So again, it's a chance for you to, you have to debrief, no choice. At the end of every interview, you kind of play it through in your mind and look for, what were they saying, what were they not saying, and who else can I ask to find out more information about what they are not saying.
And that's true. So one thing about our clients, because they've engaged us, they are able to sit down with us after the interview and debrief and clear off anything that might have been of interest or red flag to them. And they're going to figure out, why did he say this? Adrian, why do you think they brought this up 3 times again?
Yeah.
So we are able to provide that kind of insight to them if they are keen to find out more.
So it's, again, of course, you have pre-prepared, you prepare questions to ask during the interview. And based on the answers, sometimes we're not ready to process. So at the end of the interview, when you're done with it, you're kind of processing again. Okay, so these were the issues that they brought up. And we had a very in-depth, pointed discussion about, say, opening up some market somewhere. And at the end of it, you go, okay, I'd like to find out more. So then maybe you can request a second meeting. And that's perfectly fine. Don't just wait for them to initiate. You could potentially initiate like a second conversation with the same line manager and ask, I'd like to meet with you again if I may, because I want to clarify some doubts, I want to clarify a few things, and discuss some business plans, which, by the way, is a really good sign. One, because you get to answer your doubts and questions. 2, you get to demonstrate interest. By asking for another meeting, you are showing a lot of interest, a lot of love. So the company might feel like, hey, you're a better candidate because you showed some initiative.
I still remember there was this client of ours who went for an interview, and it was a 45-minute grilling of tell me your sales numbers, tell me your sales figures, who are your key customers.
For each and every role, right? Across the entire resume.
And exactly your most current one. And because he was joining a competitor. And it was just a fishing exercise just to get information out of it. And so once again, she came up, she said, I felt defiled. I felt defiled. It's like, I've just been held against my will, and it's almost like a KGB interrogation. So once again, and you're going to find out if that's a culture in the organization. So once again, this rolls back to the red flag thing. If no one can be that desperate for a job to put up with such kind of abuse, or
unless you are.
In
which case, if you do take that kind of job, come talk to us anyway, because we'll help you to build boundaries and fences and a healthy disrespect for the authority so that you can be healthy yourself. Look, no environment is perfect, and you're not going to be happy every day. So if you know that those are going to be the challenges, you take the job because you need a job. Come talk to us anyway, and we'll help you to navigate the minefield.